And for more on the regional meeting on South Sudan, we are joined by our reporter, Sarah Kimani. Sarah, a very good afternoon to you. Now, this is the move that many have long awaited for. What brought about the change of heart with the two leaders to finally sit down and talk? Is it the looming sanctions, Sarah?
Yes, the looming sanctions is one of the reasons why they had no choice but to get onto the table. They have actually been meeting since last week. But the government side walked out after the rebels broke up. And so it has been back and forth. But on Saturday, regional leaders went back to Addis Ababa, and they have now been putting pressure on the two sides to come to an agreement. Remember, the deadline is today. They must sign an agreement by today, midnight, East African time.
Sarah, what will be different this time in a history of non-compliance to any peace deals in the region?
Well, they really have no choice because both the IGAD, the international community have all said that they must sign an agreement by today. So what they're doing now is going through the nitty-gritty of the agreement, quite a tough agreement coming here. They're talking about forming a 3-year government of national unity, which will also involve one of the persons from the rebel movement being a first vice president. They're also talking about disarming some of the rebels who are in the regions controlled by the rebel movement, but also integrating them into the army. Also talking about demilitarizing Juba, the capital center. This is one of the contentious issues, at least for the government side. It feels that it should remain in control of Juba, and it is also not quite agreeable to some of the positions that the opposition is getting.
Sarah, I know this is a long shot, but are you able to give us any brief on the details of the deal at this stage?
Well, at this point, what we know is that there was an early morning meeting, closed-door meeting that happened. When that got finished, both President Kenyatta of Kenya and the lead mediator, Mesfin, said that from Ethiopia, said that they were not going to back down and that an agreement must be signed today. What we know now is that the leaders are still locked in a closed-door meeting. Probably one of the ways to look at it and say maybe a way of looking forward is that President Kiir is here and also Dr. Riek Machar is here, meaning that an agreement may be forced down their throats. Whether that will bring peace to South Sudan or whether that will bring lasting peace to South Sudan is yet to be seen, because there have been other agreements that have been signed before and all of them have failed to bring peace to South Sudan.
Another long shot here, Sarah. How soon will we know if the deal is signed and in effect?
Well, by midnight, they must sign a deal. If they do not sign a deal, then pressure will continue mounting on them. This time, the U.S. and the international community talking about targeted sanctions, probably even against President Kiir and against Dr. Machar. Once they sign, should they sign, then some of the issues will be dealt with immediately, but there are timelines for others, for example, like disarming the rebels, demilitarizing the capital city. All those have timelines, but everything must happen within 3 years. Within 3 years, then the country can hold an election.
All right. Thank you so much for that. That's our East Africa correspondent, Sarah Kimani, talking to us about a deal of peace between South Sudanese President Salva Kiir and his former deputy Riek Machar.